myself.
Welcome to the end. Here, Avengers Infinity War. Thanos personally comes to Earth because all his predecessors was weak and foolish enough to face the Avengers or everyone else, Doctor Strange, the Guardians, and all failed. So Thanos has enough and said, okay, I have to get my hands dirty. And I love the opening scene because it sets the tone of the movie. Thanos without a doubt is the best villain I ever saw in a Marvel movie. Sometimes his agenda is believable and you're starting to think, can I make that decisions? And you really feel kind of when it's hard and you say, yeah, Thanos, you're right, but would I do that? What you did? Talking especially for the Soul Stone when he has to collect it. And if you are familiar with the comics, and you already knew Vision is fucked because he has one of his stone in his forehead. So, yeah, prepared for bye-bye Vision. The biggest negative for the movie, it's not for me, maybe for the general people, is this movie is a movie expecting from the audience that you already has seen the bunch of movies before to know what happens. And also the movie opens exactly after the end scene of Thor Ragnarok. And you say, what has Thor with Avengers? And maybe this will be the most difficult thing for new ones when they're starting with Infinity War. I don't know. But I knew people, they started like that. And if you want to jump on the Infinity War train and you don't know where to start, I have just 5 movies for you to watch. Start with the 2 Avengers movie, then Civil War, Doctor Strange, Thor Ragnarok, and you are set. The Guardians are more like a bonus. If you have time, watch also the Guardians, but it's not necessary for the storyline. How's the movie? The movie is amazing. Oh, it's fantastic from the opening scene to the last scene, and Thanos itself. Thanos is like the protagonist in this movie, and all the other good people, or the Avengers, the Guardians, Doctor Strange, are more like the supporting role in this movie. It's also cool that we spent time with Thanos and also from the past to see how he gets in that kind of thinking he has and why he does the things, just like going destroying planets or rebuild the planets, just like he thinks he's doing the right way. And you feel a little bit with Thanos, and of course Josh Brolin and his voice is amazing. So Thanos itself as a whole is an amazing character. Also, that surprises me, it has a very good soundtrack. Yeah, a Marvel movie with a great soundtrack. This time the composer is Alan Silvestri. The action, of course, bombastically awesome from the beginning to the end. Many complaints it has too much action, but I'm a fan of action, so give me more action. And the pacing is also awesome because the characters has little time to breathe because they know Thanos very, very close, because with every stone he collecting he gets more bigger. And the one thing I was worried about was because I knew the Russo brothers directed Civil War and Winter Soldier, and these were more of a realistic tone, and my thoughts were how will they handle the scenes with fantastic forces and galaxy shots and that kind of thing that's non-realistically. That's it very well because I was blown away by every shot, every scene. It looks so beautiful with Spider-Man or Iron Man or Doctor Strange. And this is also a cool thing because all these characters was before written by other persons, and this time all the characters are written by 1 or 2 persons. And I like the Russo version of Thor a lot. He's more grumpy and more humane and more not all the time joking. And of course, it's a Marvel movie and we have to use our jokes and our laugh out loud scenes, hahaha. And from the characters you expect, it's just like Rocket or Star-Lord or Spider-Man. They deliver is super. That's one I have to give credit a lot to this movie, is in previous movies when it comes to emotional or sad scenes, always in the end someone said a joke to ruin the mood. But here when something tragically happens, no one is talking, and the tragically still continues, and the gut punching, and your eyes just start tearing. Ah, stop, emotions. Ah. This movie has a lot of balls, so big balls, and I didn't expect that. But things happening this time, yeah, because of Thanos, there are no escapes. Not only for Earth itself, for the whole universe. Let's make it a quick review here. Infinity War, an amazing, astonishing movie. For me, it hits from 0 to 1 in my Marvel top 10 movie list, and it's a blast. The humor is right, the action is amazing, the soundtrack is very good, the tragic scenes are very emotional. The Russo brothers, please continue making movies. It's hard to say, but given the DC the franchise or everything, I remember when I saw the credits, I just thought, man, Justice League sucks in comparison with this movie. Yeah. And I say it as a Batman fan. Yeah. Oh my god, the tone they set for the future it's unbelievable. And it's kind of these movies where you, after the credits, you start thinking about the movie, or a whole day is gone and you're still thinking about the movie. Amazing movie. Go watch Infinity War. Everyone has his fair share of runtime. Maybe my favorite Cap has a little runtime, but in all the scenes, he just punches his way through. Stop talking, just punch. Can do this all day. Yes. Again, that was my review to Infinity War. Go watch the movie. It's amazing, and it's already in my top 3 movies of this year. It's over now, and I can just sit on my porch watching the sunset and relax.